Hi everybody, it's Debbie. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm gonna flip this around. Hi! I've got to tell y'all what just happened. I'm not even lying right now. This security guard just stopped to see what I was doing. Let me try to get him. See him driving away? So I'm next to the, hi, hey, I'm next to the Richard Childress Racing Museum. You would think I was trying to break into the White House right now. The security guy, he parked and he's watching me. He said, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah." I had to pull over to use my phone. I'm gonna see if he wants to join my Periscope. He's still parked and watching me. So maybe he can learn a little bit about my journey. I'm so glad that y'all are here. How's your day been? Hearts mean you've had a good day. Trickle up the hearts, good day. Or you can type in what's been naughty about your day. Hi! I'm so glad that you're here. I was worried people might be fixing dinner. But who needs to fix dinner? I know he's getting I do look sketchy, but I had my attack dog, Cracker, all 10 pounds of her in her dress. I am sketchy. I just smiled at him and said I was fine. You just got off work? Quitting time, that's so good. I love that y'all are here. And if you happen to watch the replay, you can still click hearts. I didn't know that, so I'm learning a lot. Let's check on him. Can you see him? There he is. I'm dying. That's so awesome. I'm such a rebel because I parked Fort Bragg. See, you know what security's all about. I'm at the Richard Childress Racing Museum, breaking the law, parking in a parking lot while my kids are in karate. He is pretty still. He's pretty tough. He's got on sunglasses. Anyways, I know you did not want to hear about that, but I had to share that with you. I wanted to talk about my journey, but I don't want to make this all about me because, really, that kind of gets old when everybody's just like, look at me, let me tell you about my story. Thank you. I'd love to hear your story. I just know it may be hard for you to click, click, click and type it in, but I'd love to hear where you are in your journey. I'd love to hear if you're like, I'm a train wreck. All I want is Fritos and Mountain Dew all day. Excuse me. Or maybe you've got your act together and you're like, hey, I work out 7 days a week and live off chicken breasts and broccoli. I want to hear that too, so I can become like you. My journey starts, I don't know when, childhood, right? This is not going to be a therapy session. But I grew up with lots of little Debbie cakes, which is funny because my name is Debbie. By the way, hi, I'm Debbie. I'm a crazy woman. And so I lived off of sugar. You have a happy medium, which is so awesome. I love that. It is freedom and it's balance and you're not in bondage to what food and nutrition and exercise and workouts can become for some people. It can become an obsession. Let's not obsess with that. Let's obsess with much more valuable things. So I lived off of sugar. I did eat healthy. We had lots of chicken growing up. We called it milky white chicken because my mom, bless her, she's just not really a chef, but she knew that protein was good, so that's a perk. Yeah, the security guy's still there, by the way. Sorry, I'm so ADD. So I grew up and it was fine. And because I had, fried chicken. Fried chicken is way different than milky white chicken. Your Mexican tortillas. Yeah, I like those baked tortillas, those big flat chips. I used to make Mexican pizzas with those. Boiled chicken. Yeah, you got to add seasoning to that junk. Oh, thanks. So everything was fine because I had a fast enough metabolism. So I kind of felt bad for people when they were like, oh, I have to watch what I eat. I was in college. I'm like, oh, that sounds terrible. Well, then my freshman year of college, I gained 12 pounds in a semester because I thought I could have pizza every night. Fast forward through my 20s, I'm still kind of living that teenage boy diet up until my pants revolted against me and said, either go elastic or lose weight. I was not willing to buy a new wardrobe. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you're living on one teacher's salary, you don't buy a new wardrobe because you're becoming a big girl. You learn how to rein that stuff in. So of course, I did what any sensible American does and decided I would count calories. That makes sense, right? That's what all the commercials say, is calories in, calories out. And that lasted 7 miserable days. Yoga pants for the win. I still wear elastic. I'm wearing elastic right now. It's the way to be. I really want to live in pajamas, but society hasn't bought into my thinking yet. Thank you for the hearts. So I lived off Lucky Charms, Debbie cakes, all foods yellow, basically. And my friend Emily, who is a rock star friend, I don't have lots of energy. It's because I just drank BCAAs. The cup is empty because that's why I have energy. I just worked out. And she changed my life. She taught me how to exercise right and to eat smarter, where I wasn't hungry. I didn't have to count calories. But it's so easy to put things in perspective when it's hindsight, right? Like you can wrap up your whole story in like a paragraph, even though when you're going through it, it's awful. Yeah, Emily is a gem. She has changed my life. I told her that even today. I messaged her and told her that. So check out Mom Sanity and Raise Them Well. That's where she is. But in case you're in the middle of your paragraph in life, in case you're in between the Swiss cake rolls and the Milky White chicken, I want to encourage you that there is an end in sight. I have been doing my health journey for, oh man, I think it's been like 5 years, which is insane. And you would think, oh, Debbie's got her act together. I still don't. I still struggle with food. Just today, I told myself I did not eat a McDonald's cheeseburger, which I didn't get it, but I wanted it. I don't know what? Wow, that is so awful. Let me just block that guy real quick. And what else? I had to convince myself of something else that I shouldn't eat. So even today, like I still struggle. So if you're in that struggle, I want you to have hope because it gets real old. I mean, I felt like I was an alcoholic in rehab when I first started this health journey. I was like, this sucks. This is terrible. And this is really hard. Like, I don't want to do this. Like, I think I just want to go back to eating the brownies and the chocolate chip cookie dough every night when my kids go to bed. Can any of you guys relate to what I'm saying? I don't have my act together. I still have to convince myself to eat broccoli and asparagus sometimes, but I want you to be encouraged that it gets easier. That said, let's check on our man. Let's just take a break. Used to drink a lot. There he is. There's the guy who was suspicious. Suspicious Debbie. You like popcorn and chips. I know that about you. I know. You can make kale chips. You really can. Jason does not like kale chips. He says they're demonic. But they're angelic. They're wonderful. So what questions are you having right now, wherever you are with your fitness and your nutrition journey? I'd love to hear where you're coming from. Cookies are so hard to resist. Aren't they? And what I've learned is you can take a lot of recipes and just make some little tweaks and maybe not eat at every meal, but on occasion you don't have to give up everything. I still have Lucky Charms like 4 times a year. It makes it more manageable. If you know that you have the freedom, instead of saying, I can't have this, I can't have that, just saying, I choose not to. I choose not to. Oh, kale chips. Yeah, you can get sick from eating too many. My kids don't even play soccer. I'm a karate mom. They're magically delicious. I love leprechauns. I love all the marshmallows. Those of you who know me know that for my birthday, my husband got me the bag of Lucky Charms marshmallows. It's only marshmallows. No cereal. And I added milk. It was so good. So I'm human. But I think when we put the perspective of, I choose not to have this because of my goals, because I want to feel good, because I want to look good. I mean, right? Best post-workout meal. We were talking about that yesterday, right? A dinner? Have you had dinner by 7 p.m.? Do you eat and then work out? Is that what happens? Because it's really tricky. A lot of people get so hung up on the post-workout meal. They're like, oh, this is when you're supposed to have a bunch of carbs and this is how you're going to recover. I think, really, it depends on what study you're reading. I think you can really find that everybody is different and we all respond differently to foods and the timing of foods. A lot of cultures, you're going to see them having a big fat bowl of rice at 10 o'clock at night and they're like a size 4. So I think everybody is different. I personally, it would depend on if I had eaten dinner. So if I eat dinner and then work out, I don't know. I may just drink BCAAs. I probably am not hungry, but if I haven't had dinner, I would probably just eat dinner right after my workout, honestly, because I don't want to have a ton of food when I know I'm going to go to bed around 9 o'clock. I think you got cut off, Evie. So it depends on when you've had dinner or when you're going to have dinner. But I think just dinner is probably enough. BCAAs. So I was saying I finished my cup of branch chain amino acids, and that's it's a powder that I buy from MRM, and I just get that online, and it's called MRM Reload, and it's flavored like water. It tastes like aspirin. It's awful. It's terrible. I add extra water, but it helps with muscle recovery. It helps with energy, and it helps with cravings. It's magical. It just tastes bad. So that's what I usually drink post-workout. What other questions are you having on your fitness and nutrition journey? My journey has gone from the extreme teenage boy diet, all things white and yellow, all things refined, starches, fats, carbs. That's what I was living off of. And I felt horrible. And now I have so much more energy. I've got 4 kids. I had 4 boys within 4 years' time. They're exhausting. And yet I've learned that food is fuel, that I don't want to have to live to eat. I just want to eat to live. You know, I think it's a different mentality when we can say, I don't want food to have this power over me. When I'm having a craving, what is it that I really need? Thank you for the hearts. What is it I'm really needing? Maybe I just need some relaxation. Maybe I need to go for a walk. Maybe I need to go apologize to somebody I yelled at today. That's usually how my life goes. So instead of filling everything with food or turning exercise into this idol where we're like, oh, I got to exercise 7 days a week and I got to hit it hard and I got to work out 2 hours a day. Just chill out. Let's just balance everything out and not get so hung up in all the details of doing everything perfect. The guy is still there. For those of you who've stayed the whole time, do you see him? Do you see him? He's still there. He's delightful. He's totally like, she's going to break into the racing museum and steal a race car. Just me and my sidekick. Look at my sidekick right there. I love it. Okay, so have you checked me out on Facebook? Creepy McCreep. You're cracking me up. Check me out on Facebook, Fit With Deb. And where else? Do you like Instagram? I like Instagram. Twitter, not really much into Twitter, but I do it. Pinterest. I've got recipes and workouts on Pinterest, so find me at Fit With Deb. Really good. You get hungry after dinner. Okay, so you're probably not eating enough during the day, either dinner, lunch, breakfast, or snacks, because unless you work out a whole lot and have like a really fast metabolism. So you could maybe have a little snack. I like to make a homemade hot chocolate, which has a few calories, but it's not like a gut buster. So I just heat up hot water, add 2 tablespoons of cocoa and some sweetener, some almond milk, and some cinnamon. You can do the replay. You don't have to write all that down. And that fixes cravings, in case this is a craving and not actual like empty stomach hunger. And that may kind of satisfy you. Or you could just have like a square of dark chocolate, or maybe like some cherries. Cherries are, you know, a fun fruit that also help with cravings at night. I do recommend people go to bed. If you have to pick between being full and hungry, definitely want to go to bed more on the hungry side. You don't want your body just laying there full of food and not able to burn through it. So you want your body to have some fasting every day. The more fasting, maybe the better. So if you can get good quality sleep, you can get an 8-hour fast in. That's really good. What other questions do you have about fitness and nutrition, or just sharing where you are in your journey? You hate everything healthy, you love everything healthy, or you're somewhere in between? Because growing up, we had, I don't know if you remember, and maybe I'm dating myself, but we had the multicolored Tupperware containers. Did you have these? They're plastic or rubber. Hi. And we had 4 kids in my family. Oh, I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. They're all covered up. And So my mom was so sweet. She would divide everything evenly. So she would divide the Oreos by 4 and divide the Swiss cake rolls by 4, divide the zebra cakes by 4, and we could eat them whenever we wanted. When it was gone, it was gone. But we had this like access to sugar. I don't know. I think it really became too important to us. So I'm trying to make an effort to not do that with my kids so much, but say, that was the way it used to be back in the 80s, but now we know that sugar is such a poison. It's this toxic, addictive white powder that instead, let's try to do things healthier, right? For our kids, for our family, for our dogs. We got to be healthy for our dogs. We got to be healthy so that we can talk to security guards. We're checking out your Periscope. I'm getting ready to jump off because I've got to get my kids from karate. And I want this guy to not handcuff me today. I'm really trying not to go to jail from the guy who is very concerned about why I'm parked in a parking lot. It really has made my day. It truly has made my day. But I want to encourage you, wherever you are in your health journey, just embrace it. Just be like, you know what? The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Just take that single step today. If you screw up, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, that's just the cha-cha. You're making progress. You're just inching your way there. And honestly, I think the slower you make progress, the more likely it is to last. So when you get fast results, that whole Jenny Craig mentality, things usually don't work out so well because you're just like iron fisting your way through it. When really, let's just be chill and every now and then have a margarita and know that it's not going to make you gain 25 pounds, right? Let's just take everything in stride. I love chatting with you today. I'm concerned that I'm going to be hauled off in the back of a cop car and not be able to get my kids from karate. But I really appreciate you joining me, and make sure to follow Fit With Deb on Periscope. So go and the little search icon, the little magnifying glass. Oh, you're so sweet. I love you. You're adorable. 6.5, yeah, you need more sleep. Yeah, but I'm in the same boat. I'm not judging you because I get 6 hours of sleep also, and it will wreck you. I would suggest the only change you make, just going for 7 hours and see what happens. I really think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Okay, I'm going to go because I'm afraid. But I had a great time. So go follow me on Periscope, Fit With Deb. So that way you can actually somehow, with technology skills, you get a little ding, a little alarm will go off every time I do a Periscope. And that way you don't have to, wait and see. You'll just know. Your phone will just tell you, you're a wonderful, okay, wish me the best. I do need bail money. You're turning me out. I'm so afraid. I wish y'all were here in the car with me and we could just take off like Thelma and Louise. Okay, feel free to replay this if you missed any part of it. And thank you for all the love. And I really appreciate you guys. Know that dinner's your next meal and it's going to be a healthy one, right? Because this is your journey. You're in charge. You're the boss. Okay, I'm going to go. I'm afraid. Bye.